Okay. One second, Rubén.
Yeah, it's okay. Not a problem.
Okay, well, excellent. Thanks very much, Malena. As some people keeps joining the session, I will start by saying we're glad to collaborate in this COIL session with Universidad Pontificia de Salamanca. It's an honor for Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla and the Facultad de Ciencias de la Comunicación to have this collaboration with you guys. I find it very nice. Thank you, Doctora, for being open to make this this collab work. I want to introduce Rubén Ruvalcaba to this as our first lecturer here. Rubén is a first of things. He's a nice person. He was my teacher at one diploma course at the Universidad Panamericana in Aguascalientes a few months ago. It's been almost a year from now. I think a bit more. And I thought when we had this opportunity, I said I think Rubén will fit great. I am going to tell you a bit about him. He graduated from the Universidad Panamericana with a degree in administration and marketing, and he has an MBA also from the Universidad Panamericana. Rubén has been a serial entrepreneur, starting at a very young age with businesses related to technology always. In 2000, he founded Grupo INCO, the first Mexican partner for the ERP Navision, which was later acquired by Microsoft, and where Grupo INCO stood out as a strategic partner for the government sector. After having implemented the system with great success in several dependencies, Rubén was invited as main panelist in several international events to present the platform and numerous success stories. Okay, hand in hand with his two passions, technology and marketing, anticipating the needs of the Mexican and Latin American market, he creates the first Mexican CRM called B1 Sales. It's a simple and robust CRM focused on supporting micro, small, and medium-sized companies to focus on their relationship with the client for sustainable growth. He co-founded Kaidu.io in order to give micro, small, and medium business a digital marketing platform that could allow them to truly compete one-on-one with the big players in an increasingly digital marketplace. As digital marketing coach, he has participated with companies such as PayPal, Expedia, Patagonia, Toms, REI, Airbnb, Microsoft, Dell, SAP, Evernote, Cisco, Zendesk, FreshBooks, Webex, only among a large number of companies. It's my honor to have Rubén as our guest lecturer for today's COIL session, and we will be realizing a small task in international binational teams later based on what he tells us. Rubén, feel welcome to this session, and the stage is yours.
Thank you, Hernan. Thank you. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thanks for the presentation. I would like to say it was great, but I give it to you, so I don't know if it's make the same sense, but let's do this. I know we are running short of time. I guess we have like 50 minutes. So let's do this. Let's try to understand the concept. First of all, these concepts I will try to share with you are a part of a big model of like 15 hours or 20 hours. So I will try at least you get the seed of the model so you can later evaluate if you implement it or not. Okay, let's do this. Let me share my screen. Just let me know if you can see my screen now.
It is visible now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what I call this is the growth factor formula. The first question, a lot of companies or a lot of small companies or almost every person who I'm sharing this with, is it really possible to double, triple, or quadruple our sales? And the answer is definitely yes. After that, I normally will make a similar question that, okay, tell me, what are you doing to grow your company? Because of the time, I'm not going to make the question, but I am sharing with you the common answers normally I get from this question. And they say, okay, an online business grows because of some kind of luck. Okay, yes. Because a good product. Yeah, sure. Because we are in the right industry. Yeah, that's right. And a lot of things like that, a lot of trivial things like that. And that's wholly true. I mean, perfectly true, totally true. But it's just the 15% as much of a big success in a online entrepreneur. Okay, so the way to quadruple your sales is not just luck, you need it. Not just a good product, you need it. I mean, we assume you have that, but if you really want to scale up, you need a system, a method that later you can scale up, optimize, and repeat. Without that system, you are relying and depending on luck, on something is not predictable, like luck, like good product, like prices, like a lot of things that we not all the time can control. So the best way is create a system, a sustainable system and a congruent system that let me really quadruple or more the sales of my company or my business or whatever. The common mistake I see several times since I started this venture is this. We create marketing like could be a set of ads or any ad campaign, whatever it's in it, like AdWords, Facebook, any medium. The most common mistake is this. I create the campaign, the ad, and I redirect to the sales page. That's the biggest mistake because you are losing almost all of your potential customers. You don't know who are they, and you're never gonna know who are them. So this is the worst case scenario because you are losing a lot of money. Because if you have luck, talking about luck, you are gonna convert 3% of your visitors, which is it's fine. If you can rely on that, it's fine. But the only way to grow with this is put more money in your campaigns. If you invest $3,000, you need to put $6,000 to double your sales. If you want to quadruple your sales, you need to put 4 times the money you usually put in the ads. So it's not the organical and the right way to grow because all the time you depend on a third party, which eventually you will, but the important thing is that you can control the process and not the medium part. That will be the same if, I mean, this means that I appear to you, you may not know nothing about me. Maybe it's the first time you know about my company or myself or whatever. This is the same. Imagine you go to any bar or whatever the way, and you just met a person, and when you met it, you say, "Hi, nice to meet you. How many children will we have when we get married?" What happened with that? Normally, if you get luck, 3% in a conversion rate, which is much more than a personal relationship. But what happened? The other party will run away. I mean, this is the first time I'm with you, and you are talking about marriage. I don't know you. I don't know if I want to marry you. I don't know if I'm engaged with you. I don't know if I want to keep talking with you. So that will be the same. Business has the same logic as personal relationships. So why, if we understand that we cannot go to a bar asking to people to marry me, I know eventually you will find someone who is willing to do that. I know. But it's not the right way. It's not the way that is going to last very, very long time, because we have a lot of stories about this. Some of them are success stories, but most of them are not in the right direction. So the best case scenario nowadays is you have your ad, then you have a place where you can get at least their info, their data, like email and name. Then you start a sequence of marketing. It could be email, it could be remarketing, it could be any other thing that make me reconnect and create a sequence of marketing. And then eventually you get to the sales page. This is much, much better, because at least if in the past scenario we send 100 visitors and just one make a purchase, I lost 99 of the rest, and I lost forever. I mean, at least they come back again. I lost them forever. So with this, at least even when it can perceive as a longer process, it's actually a faster one, because at least I can get their name and email, and I can later sequence them with a marketing series of emails or retargeting or any app. So maybe I will have the same one sales that I have in the previous scenario, but at least maybe I will have 7 prospects that eventually could buy my products. So that's the best case scenario. But even this is not working the best, because you are assuming you are giving the same experience to all your leads and your customers and leaving money on the table. Because if I sell wine, I cannot pretend sell the same wine to everyone. Even when I have their data, their personal info like email and name, I cannot pretend sell the same wine to the customer. So I need to understand who wants red wine, who wants some kind of champagne, who wants white wine, who wants wine from Ribera del Duero, who wants wine from Rioja, who wants wine from Penedès, and all the different regions. So if I can be able to give different experience, maybe this same process, but different experience to different kind of buyer persona, I will gain the competition. I will gain the part of the money that belongs to me. Okay, so saying that, this is the formula. When I'm talking a formula, it's not a recipe. It's not you put this plus this and you get a cake. No, it's just a formula. It's just a system that you have to find how to scale up, how to optimize, and how to repeat. But it's much easier when you have at least a method. What's the difference? Trust me. What's the difference around the world with a lot of companies I've been with, working directly, indirectly, and some of my companies? What's the difference with the companies that really scale up in a big scale, and the others that are struggling all the time and month by month to pay the bills, etc.? Is the system. If you rely on luck, on price, that can change one day to another. But if you rely on a system, you just need to adapt and optimize the system, and you're back, and you'll always be there. And the big companies has a system. This is not a universal system. This is a system. I've been working with a lot of companies. This is a system, one way or another, all the companies have with different names, with a different formula, but the positive thing is, and the fixed thing is, they have a method. The method is very simple. This is like a funnel, and this is the method. The method is, first of all, you need to have a position in the market. Position is the normal buyer persona we have to create, but basically understand the current state and the desired state, or undesired state and the desired state. All customers have or need to have, in order to engage with me, an undesired or undesired state and a desired state. If I'm able, with a good experience, move from current state to desired state, I'm going to be the winner. So that's the position in the market we have to create. Then we need to offer a lead magnet, an irresistible offer, a main product service, a sales maximizer, and create sequence among everywhere so we can reconnect if we need it. This is just as an example, as a fast snapshot of the formula, but the formula really is this one. This is a very proof way to quadruple your sales. It works, trust me, simply it works. If you have P, C, PPC, F, and TGF, I mean P times C times PPC times F equal to TGF, where P is prospects, C is customers, GC, I put PPC, but it's the same as GC, is profit per customer. F is frequency, and TGF is the growth factor. Okay, so let's move fast in the first point, which is create your market fit. Is you need to create a buyer persona. I know you know that, so this is not going to be anything new for you, but you need to create your buyer persona. And my advice is put a name. Put a name. I use Adriano Olvera as the fixed name and the universal name for all my communications, because every time you want to communicate anything, I mean, in a landing page, in a web page, or in an email, or whatever you want to communicate with, it's much easier to talk to a person. I mean, Adriano Olvera is a person. I know Adriano Olvera. So when I create an email, instead of imagine and figure out how to write to thousands of people, I write everything to Adriano Olvera, and it's much easier. I encourage you to create this example. Go to your computer, I mean, not now, and try to write an email describing what you do in your business to all your market. I mean, all your 3,000 customers. Now go and try to explain the same thing to your best friend. And you're gonna see a big difference. You're gonna be more impact in the second. You're gonna be more clarity in the second option. So try it. I got this idea from one of the greatest designers, and in an interview, the interviewer asked him, what do you do to create designs that millions of women love them and buy them? And the answer was, well, I never create a design for those millions. I create the design for one. Because it's easier to see one and design everything thinking in that one person. That they call the muse. It's not new, but it's a good idea to experiment here. Okay, so this is how can you create a buyer persona? This is an example, yeah. But the idea is you have to create the undesired state. I mean, how they are now, and there be after they make business with you. That should be on desired state to desired state. That means this move. And this arrow means all the experience you can give them to move from a place they don't want to be to a place they want to be. That's the whole idea of the marketing. If you create everything, if you know that, if you know, okay, this person now is struggling because he cannot learn piano, and he wants to learn piano, and everything around piano, he's a little afraid, he doesn't have time, he or she, I don't know, all the things. And I can move him solving all these barriers and make him play piano. Everything I will share with them, any content should be on that direction. I mean, if any content, like an ebook, like a video, a webinar, is not moving him from the undesired step, a little step to the desired step, I'm failing. The customer will leave without buying me, and maybe he's not never come back again. Okay, so it's an easier way. You can say actual situation, desired situation, the sentiment, the average, and comments. It's the same thing. So use whatever it's easier to you. The base of the formula, when we see the snapshot, is have a lead magnet, an irresistible offer, a main offer, a sales maximizer, and reconnect. That's the idea. But the formula, well, what is a lead magnet? Are you familiar with the lead magnets concept? Well, in
Yes.
case you're not, a lead magnet is a small chunk of value that solves a specific problem for a specific market that is offers is given in exchange to an opt-in. I mean, an opt-in is a name and email. Okay, that's a lead magnet. But the core things here is specific problem, a specific market, and maybe value. When I'm asked value, what is value? When we talk about value, what are we talking about? Almost all the answers is value means that, and it's not, it's never the right answer. But value is if you are giving a piece, whatever thing you give, maybe payable or free, that really moves the undesired state a little steps. I mean, you have to create a bridge from undesired state to desirable state. If you give value, you really move them a little step in that direction. If the answer is not, you are not giving the right way to that place, it's not value. And if it's not value, you are losing money, you are losing time, and you're gonna pay later that situation. Now we are here. Lead magnet. Remember, a lead magnet is a chunk of content with a big value for the customer, not for me, for a specific problem, for a specific market. And value is the key. Just for let you know, remember that the goal here is convert your anonymous visitors to known visitors, to visitors with a name and email. That's the goal. Focus on this. In the lead magnet section, the goal is not to sell. It's just create leads. So it's important that understand that a subscriber newsletter is not a lead, because it's not a specific, it's not necessarily a value, because it's not for a specific need, a specific market, etc. So just to be sure and clear, lead magnet is not a newsletter. Subscribe to a newsletter is not a lead magnet. Lead magnet also not is something very broad, very not specific, like how to transform your small business sales. What is that? I mean, what do you mean with that? Does that really interest me? Does that really engage me? I see that, and I don't see anything that makes me give my data for interchange of that. Remember, the lead magnet by concept is free, but it's not really free. You have to give your data, and it's not free. Now, with a lot of companies trying to get data from different ways and different companies and different countries and different situations, now customers are not willing to give your data just for nothing. So you have to be very valuing it. Download or free book of bill sales pop-up. It's the same thing. It's not specific, okay? So what is really a great lead magnet? Specific, clear, customer-centric, mainly based on the prospect desired state. That's the core thing. If you create a piece of content that really gives value based on the desired state, you're going to have a huge success. This is a great example. In early days, this Naura Hayden created a book. It's called Astrological Love, which really say nothing. I mean, what you can perceive from that, well, what does that mean? That I need to use the astros to the love things like position of the moon? I don't know. It's not clear. She entered in a clarification process. And she got this: how to satisfy a woman every time and have her beg for more. Sorry if it is like an offensive thing, but it's a real thing. And that book that no one wants to buy becomes a New York Times bestseller. So it's important to clarify the message. This is a great example because it's a promise. When you have a promise and you can achieve a promise, it's a great value. This is maybe one of the most better examples. Actually, I participate in this campaign, and they offered you an ebook saying how to grow enough food to feed a family in just 4 square feet, even if you don't have a yard. So it was a huge success. Of course, this company eventually sold them a lot of things about this topic, but they had a huge success. So this is a great, remember, the goal is double your prospects. Here we're gonna see them. Another good example is keep some good piece of content. Yeah. Some more examples. More examples. Okay. But this is the goal. If you imagine if you have 100 visitors, 2 prospects, 1 customer, $1,000 per customers, 1 times in a year frequency, your sales is going to be 1,000. Okay, if you made the math, it's 1,000. It's straightforward. But what happened if instead of have 100 prospects, have 200 prospects? So having the same hit rate, I mean, without do nothing extra, just duplicate my prospects at least, it's going to take me to 200 prospects instead of what customers, to customers. Each customer buys a ticket average of 1,000, then I have 2,000, then I double my sales. So it's very straightforward, but it's important that when you are in P, you just think in P, in prospects. In that time, you are not thinking in sell anything. You are not thinking in the next step, because it's a very common way and natural way to try to sell. If you do that, we are in the first scenario where it's add and sales. It's not the goal here. So a good lead magnet alone can help you double your sales. Think, what can I give to my customers that makes me double my prospects? What can I give my customers to make them be sure I can move them from this state to this state? What can I give them? Think, produce them. It could be a webinar, it could be a video, a small video course, it could be an ebook, it could be just a PDF, it could be infographics, it could be a success case, it could be anything that give my customers or my prospects the vision they can achieve the desired state. So the goal here is double your prospects. And the best way to double your prospects is a good lead magnet. What is a lead magnet? This. Instead of run a campaign with a set of ads saying, buy my product here, create a campaign saying, download my checklist for productive meetings. So I'm sure first, you're gonna have more qualified leads because automatically anyone who is willing to download this is qualified. I mean, at least most of them. And then nurture them. Then educate them with your product and services, and eventually they will buy. It seems like a longer process, but trust me, with the time, with the consistency, it's going to be a much faster process. Let me give you an example. I work with a tire company, Michelin. I know you know that company, and they say, I cannot sell tires just because I offer a promo, just because I offer buy three and get 4 on whatever the promo is. They don't buy tires because people don't have an inventory of tires. So they start a campaign like this. They start to send emails about how to protect your tires in winter, how to protect your tires in summer, how to give more life, at least 25% to your tires with 5 products you already have in your home. And 1 year, they give value. Of course, they grow the contact list from 2 million to 40 million. And the company, that specific company in that specific test, they used to sell 1 million. After 1 year, they sold $12 million. So, so thinking the power of double your prospects. Okay. Then we have an irresistible offer. Irresistible offer, it's irresistible. An irresistible offer is a super low ticket offer that exists for a reason, and just one reason, to convert prospects into buyers. Remember, we aren't offering yet our core product. It's just an irresistible offer. But when you sell something, even for $1 or €1, the relationship between you and your customers change. It changed the game because now, psychological, they are your customers already. They open their wallet and give you money. I don't know if it is €1, it doesn't matter. But the relationship is not a thing. It's not. You don't think on that. It's psychological and it happens. It's in your subconscious. So every time you open your wallet and you make a you make a purchase or a transfer of money from you to someone else, now you are your customer, and psychologically you change. And it's completely and scientific validated that it's easier to sell to buyers already, to your customers, to current customers, to get new customers. So the idea of this is convert into buyers, okay? Because of the prospects perceived value, they can pass it up. I mean, there's no risk. It costs 10 euros. It costs $5. So the risk is minimum. So I can really willing to take this risk, because if things doesn't happen like I expect, I just lost, and I'm gonna lose only $5 or $1. But if you really deliver what you promise, then you gain a customer. But the difference between lead magnet and irresistible offer is lead magnet is free, irresistible offer have to be paid. It costs minimum, but it costs, okay? Now we are in the irresistible offer in the funnel acceleration. We have both here. And what is this? It's like have a puzzle and take a small part of your puzzle and offer to your customer with an irresistible offer. A tripwire is another way to call it. Something they cannot resist. You have a course, an online course. Maybe you can offer them the first topic or the first theme for 7.99 euros. Something they cannot refuse. But after that, they know naturally is coming something bigger. So that's one idea. A perfect example is 3 months of premium Spotify for 99 cents of euro. That's an excellent idea it's not free, because they have another free options like 2 months free or no. This is try your premium version for 99 cents of euro and you get 3 months. After that, you have to pay 9.99 euros. I don't know at that time, maybe today is more. But in that moment, now I am a customer of Spotify. Now I have the premium version. And they have an information that almost 47% of people that buy this eventually become a month-to-month payment premium version. The same thing with Game Pass. They give you 3 months for $1. But the idea is after those 3 months, you pay like $99.99 or I don't know. Remember, the goal is double your customers, so you can double the sales of your core product. So we have, remember, we have 200 prospects. Now we have maybe 4 customers instead of 1. Now, instead of 1 purchase, maybe we can have 4 purchases, okay? Another example is GoDaddy with the domains. Another great example is this company. I made a mistake with the presentation, but this company behind me sells for 50 pesos. It's a Mexican company. For 50 pesos, design all your cuisine or everything related to your cuisine. So they ask you in the same process all the measures, all the measures you have in your cuisine. They ask you what kind of styles you like modern, etc. They put pictures and you choose one of them, 2 of them, and after 30 minutes you get a perfect and excellent design cuisine. You just pay 50 pesos, which is like I don't know in euros, but it's like 20 cents of euro or dollar. So it's irresistible. But after that, they start sequence you with, okay, now you have that. Do you need we create the cuisine? Do you need we sell Do you need we sell, or would you like we sell you the microwave and everything in there? We can do it. And they say, of course, we got like 100 new prospects, and we don't expect to sell to 20 of them. We expect to sell to 2 of them. But those 2, we don't have if we don't have that before. So we don't have, we try to sell them directly. Just to clarify, that's very important, is a coupon is not an irresistible offer. Remember, coupons are not irresistible offers. Coupons are promotions, are discounts, but it's not irresistible offer. Free shipping is not an irresistible offer. I mean, we cannot remember that in order to be an irresistible offer, it has to be before they buy my core product, before, not after. If my model is sell direct my core offer, it's fine, but you are losing a big potential of growth or triple your double or triple your business. Okay, in the same process, we have the main offer. The idea is every time you start the process, you have more prospects, more customers via irresistible offer. Then those customers that already buy an irresistible offer, then you can offer your main offer, which could be, I don't know, the cuisine, or it could be the membership of the girls of the sports club, or whatever you want. Maybe before you sell them a try of 7 days for $10, I don't know. But the idea is a process. I get prospects in P. I get customers. In the first part of customers, I get irresistible offers. I get customers via irresistible offer. Then I move them, I offer them my main offer. And trust me, eventually you will sell much, much, much more. Much more than if I put an ad, I send them to sales. Okay? Now the formula goes that way. I have 2 times prospects. I have 2 times customers, starting with the irresistible offer that then moves to the main core offer. And now, until now, I can say I quadruple my business. Of course, this formula cannot apply to Coca-Cola, to HP, to Dell, to those big companies, because they certainly never gonna quadruple their business with a formula like this, because they already did it before. With you will be the same. When you start with this, you're gonna have this kind of results. With the time, its factor is going to be less than 2, 1 point something, etc. Because it's not sustainable all the time do this, but at the very beginning, you can quadruple your business, and that gives you reliability, sustainability, and a vision to grow and scale up. So when a irresistible offer focuses on the desired state, remember everything, the same process you run with a lead magnet, which the goal is attract prospects, and value means something give for free, moving from undesired state to desired state. The same is here. I need to give the irresistible offer with value, and remember, value means the bridge and the small steps I can take them from state A to state B. Okay, so now we're quadruple or business. Then we have sales maximizers. Sales maximizers can be upsells, cross-sells, or subscriptions. Is anything to back end the offer that increase immediate average customer value. That means
I think we have a problem with the bandwidth. Are you there, Rubén?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just lost me, or I've been talking the whole time?
We lost you for about a minute.
Okay. Let's We are sharing, right?
Okay, we can see your screen now.
Okay. Did you see this or some slides before?
I think from that one we missed you.
Okay. Okay. Sales maximizer is try to increase the value of the ticket purchase. For example, if the ticket purchase or the profit per customer is 1,000, we have to do in the same main core offer, I mean, the same time, offer them an upsell or a cross-sell to try, in this case, to make 2,000. That's start to complicate the situation because it's very complex to duplicate your sales average. But if you can, instead of 1,000, go to or raise to 1.2 thousand, it's a 20% more, and a 20% more with a same customer acquisition cost, with the same effort you are making or you did to that sale, that 20% go directly to revenue, go directly to the company's bank. So it's important that you don't lose this you don't lose this on the process, because sometimes as a person it's complicated to ask to people to buy more. We don't used to do that, but you're gonna be surprised the kind of success you're gonna have if you ask them to buy more. Ask them, literally, ask them. Like we are here. So now, just following the formula is 2 times prospects, 2 times customers, 2 times profit per customer, and this is the best known example. Of course, we are giving examples with normal life and online life and everything. But the idea is that everything I'm telling you happens in automatic, not people doing the things. In automatic, that's the idea. That's technology is working with or working in favor of us to make this happen in automatic. So in automatic, I offer I put an ad in Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever. Then I move them to a landing page where I'm able to offer them the lead magnet. They put their names and get the lead magnet. Then I offer them the irresistible offer. They are offered the main. Then I offer the upsell. That is in automatic. So that's why I'm telling you, don't worry about if you think the process is longer. It's not. Of course, it's longer, but it's some kind of illogical, but it's longer, but it's going to take much, much less time than before. This is another thing of upsells. I'm trying to buy grill, and they offer me in automatic the accessories. More examples. Offer a golf equipment to someone who recently purchased a membership to a sports club. I mean, you buy the sports club membership, which maybe costs 200K. It's very easy maybe to sell you a golf clubs. Offer a warranty extension when purchasing electronic products. We see this kind of practice everywhere. In the purchase of a trip, tickets, in a purchase of a trip, offer tickets for some attractions of the place. When buying a wine, they can offer you a set of snacks, a membership to a wine club or a corkscrew. When buying shoes, you can offer a care special product for your shoes. It's also valid to use offers from 10x to 100x. For example, Starbucks offered you, when you go and buy a $3 or $4 coffee, they offer you a coffee maker, an Italian coffee maker, with a cost of $3,000. So you don't expect to buy a lot of them, but from 2 or 3 of those, you're making the money you need for increase the price per ticket. The idea of this is just make that if the ticket average is 1, 1,000, make them to buy 1.2 or 1.5 or 2 or 3 or anything like that. Okay? Then, almost finishing, because I know we are almost out of time, then we have recognition route. Recognition route means how to make they buy me more times. They used to buy me once a year. How can I make them buy me twice a year or month or the period of time you are normally using? How can I make they buy me with more frequency, more frequently? The way is a reconnection route. If you don't buy any of my offers, like irresistible offer or main offer, then with the process, I'm going to explain more the next slides. I have a reconnection route with email. Remember, I have the email I name. If I don't have the email I name and I don't work and focus on P, the first point, I lose everything. I mean, nothing about I'm telling you makes sense if I don't get the prospect's name and email, at least email, or now with WhatsApp, phone name, phone number, etc. So if I have that, I'm able to reconnect and make them, if they don't buy any of my offers, offer them. But if they already buy me a core offer, offer new things. So that makes that they buy me more a bigger ticket and more frequently. Okay. The reconnect path is used before and after the purchase. So it's used all the time. Now, if you see this, now you can understand the whole process. The formula explains you how can we even move to 16 times or growth factor. Because if you put a 2 times in each element of the formula, you can go even to 16. Okay? It's complicated, but I can assure that if you're really good, the first 2 steps, I mean the P and the C, you can quadruple your business with no doubt, Okay? So if you see, I'm here. I do all the traffic sources like Twitter, everything I know, but I send them to a lead magnet, not to a main product or not to a resistible offer, not to anything to sell, to a lead magnet. If they buy it, then I move it to the resistible offer. If they buy it, then I move it to the main products or service. If they buy it, to a sales maximizer and then reconnect. But if not, I send them to a email sequence or to any reconnection thing like email marketing, blogging, retargeting, social media. So if they don't buy the resistible offer, now that I have already their info, I can start sequence them with a lot of marketing tools like email, like blogging, like retargeting, like social media, like eventos, like like webinars, like whatever I want. And the same thing happens in every piece of the formula. So the types of reconnection is constant communication, exit offers, retargeting, automated follow. In certain point, if you understand, if you agree that we can really quadruple our sales with the 2 elements, in some here's the formula, completed field. Eventually, you are going to need technology. It's impossible to do this without technology. There's a lot of tools out there. I'm not going to say anyone in order to not drive to anyone to any product. Is not the idea. But in some point, you have to use technology. Because if you start to sequence people manually and say, okay, now I have to send the email 1 to customer, to prospect 1, 2, and 3, and the email 2 to 3, 3, 4, it's crazy. You're not going to achieve any good result with this kind of practice. You need technology. Now, there is a lot of tools and technologies that easily automate everything. You just create your content, you just create your process, and everything happens in automatic pilot, I call. So that's the idea of this. As I'm saying at the beginning, I had to do this like a fast track because it's just 1 hour. Normally, I use like 10 hours or 20 hours. I don't remember to a whole course of this. But the idea is that you have the goal is that you have the idea that you have the seed of this, that is possible quadruple your business every time you have a method, a process, a system that you can scale up, optimize, and repeat, you can quadruple your business. I'm going to share to Hernan this presentation so you can have it, and if it is in the policies of the both universities, they can share with you. I have no problem with that. This is content of mine, so there's no problem of properties and rights and nothing about that. But have an idea of that's achievable if you follow focus and discipline each part of the formula, you will have an incredible business. And that will be all for me.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent, Rubén. Thanks very much for your presentation. I think we have a small time for a few questions, if anyone. Okay, you're receiving some cheers from Spain. I can see there, and also from Mexico. If you guys want to raise your hand to say thank you to Rubén, I think it's going to be a way to be thankful about what you just shared with us. Thanks also for allowing us to share the presentation with all the students. I am going to take steps for that to become a reality as soon as possible. Okay, I think we're gonna Doctora María Elena and I are gonna work on making up the teams for Doctora María Elena says it was an irresistible offer to study automate marketing. Okay, thanks very much. Well, on behalf of Universidad Pontificia de Salamanca, on behalf of Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla and the Facultad de Ciencias de la Comunicación, and from our director there, Doctora Angélica Mendieta, Rubén, thank you very much for being with us. And I think I am gonna give you my apologies, giving to some strange causes. We're not able to have your small recognizance letter, but we will be giving it to you later in these days. I am not sure. Thank you very much for joining us. I think time is up, but if someone wants to make a question or two, I think it's time to do that. Maybe someone from Spain, maybe someone from Mexico, from Puebla. Or are we too in a hurry to go to our next moment in our agendas? Maybe Doctora María Elena, any last commentary? Well, maybe I think that will be all for our session today. Rubén, again, thank you very much for joining us. Students at Spain, students from UPSA, it was a great thing to share time with you, and also thank you very much, students from WAP. We will be seeing each other very soon. Thanks again. Have an excellent afternoon. Thanks very much, Rubén.
Thanks a lot. I enjoyed a lot, and I expect eventually you can use this and remember that you can quadruple your business. So go ahead and do it. Thanks a lot. I enjoyed a lot. Thanks, Hernan. Thanks, Doctora. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Have a great day.
It was a nice thing.
Or night, almost there.
Okay, excellent. Thanks very much. We'll be in touch.
Successful. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao. Ciao.